Well, hi again, everybody. First of all, many thanks and much appreciated all the nice comments regarding this morning's video. And one of the comments that I got was basically a couple of questions from Big Dog, and I think they very important questions. They lie right at the heart of this case. So I'm going to for the first question. I'm going to answer in reverse, in effect. The first question I'm going to answer is: will Steven Avery get a new trial with Kathleen Zellner? And I would have to say that at the beginning of Making a Murderer Series 2, we see quite clearly, and we have looked into this, what was Brad Schimmel's reaction following the release of Making a Murderer. What would the state want to do? And it's quite clear that Brad Schimmel says that he has spoken to the Holbach family and assured them that if need be, they would put Steven Avery on trial again. But you've got to wonder about the fact that you've got Schimmel and all the other bad actors in this are just hiding behind the Holbachs. Personally, I think that because Kathleen Zellner has started to turn the tide, I can well see the Court of Appeals granting this evidentiary hearing that Sukovic so far has tried to obstruct. I can see things starting to go against the state, against Angela, who of course is close friends with Ken Kratz, having both served on the Wisconsin Crime Victims' Rights Board. So basically, I think that that there will be an evidentiary hearing either at the Court of Appeals level or at the circuit level. And of course, once all of the evidence against Steve has been impeached, I think is the word, has been shown to be completely false. A bit like in Brendan's case, with the confession having been thrown out, there would be nothing to take Stephen to trial with. Because if all the evidence against him has all been proven to be false and planted, then I think that the state would have to go against what Brad Schimmel assured the Holbachs and would have to say, we've nothing to try Steven Avery on. We're just going to have to accept the fact that it's not him. That would be my own personal opinion as to whether Steven Avery will ever go to trial again. I don't think so. I think the state will just cut their losses. They will eventually let go of this ever-rising balloon. And they'll just say, no, we're not going to fight this anymore. There's no point, because now we are going to lose. And with the eyes of the world upon them, that's how I see it. Some people seem to think that, the state, they've given this assurance to the Holbachs, therefore it would go to trial. But as I say, with what evidence? So in answer to your first question, which was probably your first question was, will the truth ever be known? Will the case ever be solved? Personally, I think that Dean and Jerry already know. They've got a good hunch who it was. I think Kathleen Zellner has got a very good hunch who it is. What sort of cover-ups will be discovered? as we progress forward. Who knows? You know, it's a bit of a roller coaster. I'm sure there's more ups and downs to come, but definitely far more ups at the moment. Looking ahead, I can well see this this case being solved once it's in the interests of certain people to come forward with the information that they know. So yes, I'm pretty positive. I think that the truth about what happened to Teresa is known by people who will eventually come forward. You know, one only has to look at who benefits from the demise of Teresa. I think that if law enforcement weren't responsible for assassinating Teresa, if you will, then they were certainly part of the plan that involved getting rid of her in order to pin it onto Steve. It could be that it's even simpler than that, that it was simply just people who were just fed up with Steve and just wanted to see him put away because he was getting in the way of things. Although why you would want to do that if you're closely involved with Steve, you have to wonder. But yeah, sorry, just to go back then. I think, yes, the case will be solved. Another thing, is the RAV4 still there? We don't know. I think sometimes we tend to be pessimistic about that. We tend to think, well, the bones are gone. What chances of the car still being there? As regards the cremains, I can well see the reason why the family would have asked to be given the cremains back. I don't see any reason why they would have asked to get the car back. But we'll have to wait and see. But if it's possible to then identify whose blood is in the handprint on the back of the RAV4, item A23, then I don't think it'll take us very long to get to who the actual murderer was. Which then, I suppose, leads us on to the next question. Will the case, the whole case, be solved as to who did what and when? You know, who were the good guys in this? Who were the bad guys? It's something that I actually asked Robert Herman. I said, look, you know, when this case starts to go really pear-shaped, you know, you could easily be the guy that is the scapegoat in all of this, that gets thrown under the bus, to use the common euphemism. And that's when he said to me, well, if Kathleen Zellner develops evidence of planting by his department, and we know that the key magically appeared in Steve's bedroom when Lincoln Colburn were there, he would be on the phone to Kathleen Zellner. Make of that as you will. But I do think that, yes, the case, certainly the truth about who killed Teresa will be found out. The case, the whole case, all that happened, I don't know. I don't know that happens in a lot of other cases besides. You know, that's the trouble with the legal system, isn't it? You know, the justice system. As I said earlier, all we want is for Steven Avery and Brendan Dassey to have received a fair trial based on proper evidence, based on a presumption of innocence, you know, based on the fact that it's a fair jury, proper jury, and if they are found guilty, then it's beyond a reasonable doubt, which it never was. So as I say, this time round, yeah, I think we're going to get, we're not going to get a trial, I don't think. I would be very surprised if we get a trial. I can't see the state wanting to go through that. I think they would at that point just cut their losses. And I think that, yes, the truth about what happened to Teresa will be discovered. Okay, so it's taken me over 10 minutes to answer yes to 2 questions, but or say yes to one and no to another. But I think you get what I'm saying. Okay. Once again, thanks for all the messages, and we'll catch you again soon, no doubt. Bye for now.